I grew up on a ranch just north of Monticello, Utah. There were 32 kids in my graduating class, and hard work was not an option. In the summers, I hauled hay, and in the winters, I took care of horses. I was instilled with values like integrity and the get the job done mentality at an early age. I was taught the law of the harvest, which is to say that there's no such thing as shortcuts when doing the job right. I served my country in the military, and with the GI Bill, put myself through college and got a degree in communication at the University of Utah. That same year I graduated, I started the first non-lawyer mediation firm in Utah, and I believe the first in the country. I would call businesses that were suing each other and offer them to mediate their conflicts at no cost. I got them to agree that if I could get them to a resolution without going to court, that they would pay me. Since that time, in 1995, I've mediated over 5,000 contract disputes and conflicts. I've mediated thousands of divorce conflicts. I've mediated complicated contracts with even Fortune 500 companies. I currently still have a mediation practice in Sandy. My wife and I and 6 children have lived in the West Valley for the past 19 years. My wife Pam, formerly Pam Benyon, grew up in West Valley with her parents Don and Marlene Benyon and their 10 children. My children have all gone to West Valley Public Schools. We've all volunteered for several West Valley youth programs. I've been a volunteer scoutmaster for 10 years and a scout district commissioner for 6 years. I've coached countless Little League football, soccer, and baseball teams. West Valley is our home, not because we have to, but because we want to. West Valley is a great place to raise a family. The melting pot feel of West Valley is unique to this state, and we get to benefit from a lot of the direct, different cultures and viewpoints. We shop at West Valley stores. We exercise in West Valley gyms. May not look like it a little bit. We go to West Valley doctors, and we eat at West Valley restaurants. West Valley's home, and we love it. On my desk, I have a sign that simply says, if you do what you've done, you'll get what you've got. I think that now more than ever, our city is in need of some leadership that can and will solve problems. But some of our problems need a fresh set of eyes to get better results. It's easy for city leaders who have been in too long to become complacent and to get into a mode of making excuses as to why problems can't be solved. If we take the same old minds with the same old philosophies and the same old habits, we will get the same old excuses. Simply put, I'm an experienced negotiator, and I'm a master communicator. Combine those skills with a pit bull tenacity, and you have a perfect formula for a perfect public servant. I think we just need to be smart about what's available to the city. I can't overstate enough that I do not favor tax increases of any kind. That doesn't mean that we have to go without in West Valley. We need more and better public parks. I'm not opposed to looking at another outdoor community pool facility. The mall renovation seems to be moving awfully slow, and it needs a shot in the arm. And of course, we live in Utah, which means good roads are expensive. But do we need to raise taxes? I think not. This seems to be the solution for a lot of lazy public servants, but there is a lot of federal money available in the form of grants, and this new presidential administration is giving it out. My opinion is if they're going to be giving it out anyway, then we need to throw our hat in the ring and get as much of it as we can. West Valley City is the second largest city in the state, but I don't think we get treated like the second largest city. And I think honestly we never will until we treat ourselves like the second largest city. We need to hold our paid city officials' feet to the fire. We need to make sure that this money is getting into our pockets. That's it. That's all. Another issue that needs attention is ordinance enforcement. We seem to have these great laws on the books, but we lack the backbone to enforce them when it comes to these simple ordinances. West Valley City doesn't deserve the reputation that it sometimes gets, being a dirty, rundown city, but it could be that it's our own fault. This isn't a simple problem, but it can be solved with some out-of-the-box thinking and simply enforcing our current laws. We should look to other cities that have had similar problems and be creative. But if we don't tackle this problem, and soon it will get the best of us, and it'll take control, and we'll end up deserving the reputation that people have of us. We all need to remember that this position doesn't belong to David Musselman. It belongs to the city of West Valley. I'm simply throwing my hat in the ring as a voice specifically for District 2. Remember what I said earlier. If you do what you've done, you'll get what you've got. West Valley is facing some exciting times. West Valley is also facing some complex problems. If you don't get out and vote, then you just wasted the last 6 minutes of your life. 90% of success in life is just showing up. I will do my part. You have my promise. But first, you need to do yours, which means you have to get out and vote on September 15th and again November for this general election. Then we can all roll up our sleeves together and do some good for this great city we call home. Vote for a better West Valley city, and vote for David Musselman as your city council member. If you vote for David, all your wildest dreams will come true.
Oh, that's awesome.
Makeup? I don't do makeup. I didn't bring any makeup. But to cover the glare? That's not my fault. Do we have a hat? No, I'm not going to wear a hat. Okay, I've got a hat on. Is this good if I turn? West Valley is the second largest city in the state of Utah, but sometimes we get treated like the redheaded stepchild. Wait a minute, can I say redheaded stepchild? Is that politically correct? I said I was sorry. I have nothing against redheaded stepchildren. He got his mom's looks. Can we put him in the video? Can he run for election? He was a student body officer at Valley. I think he could do a good job.